Hello, my name is Joseph Tongko, and today we're going to learn how to do Pythagorean theorem. You use Pythagorean theorem to figure out the unknown value of c in the right triangle. How do you find c in Pythagorean theorem? You find c by adding both a squared and b squared. So, for example, let's say a squared was a number like 3 and b squared was 5, and after that, you square both numbers. So for 3's case, you square it and it'll equal 9, and for 5's, it would equal 25. Then you have to add both values together, which would equal 34, but you still, that would equal c squared. You're not done yet because you still need to find the square root for 34. Since 34 is in between the square roots of 5 and 6, you have to find out which one it's closer to. So in this case, since 34 is closer to 36, it'll be either 5.8 or 5.9. You find c by adding both a squared and b squared. So in this case, it'll be 7 squared plus 8 squared, which will equal c squared. And then you have to square both numbers. So for 7's case, it'll be 49, and for 8's, it'll be 64. And then you have to add both values together. So 64 plus 49 we equal 113. You're not done yet because that will only equal c squared. You still need to find the square root for 113. So since 113 is in between the square roots of 10 and 11, you have to figure out which one it's closer to. So in this case, since 113 is closer to the square root of 11, which is 120, it would either be 10.6 or 10.7. The 3 math practice standards I used were logic and reasoning, justifying, critique, and model with mathematics. You have to use a combination of all 3 to find the unknown value of c in Pythagorean theorem. So I used logic and reasoning to where I figure out the problem using numbers and logic. So, for example, when I have to square both a and b, that can be an example of logic and reasoning. And then for justifying critique is where you could justify your strategies and evaluate if others' ideas make sense. So I mean, you could share your work with someone else to make sure it's all correct. And then with model of mathematics, you could show your work by using diagrams, words, symbols, and pictures. For example, a right triangle you can use to do, or you have to use a right triangle to do Pythagorean theorem.